Hi YouTube. If you've seen some of our videos like the tips and tricks on the interwoven foreign one, you might recognize this guy. This guy looks a little worse for wear. You know, when you saw him in his last video, he was real shiny, looking real clean. Now, I put him through the ringer. He's real dirty. I left him in the sun. It's going to need some work done. Otherwise, I might have a couple rubber rings break here and there, and that's just something we don't want because I want to wear this every day, all day. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a couple tips and tricks on how to make sure that this guy lasts a long time and is always looking sharp. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take this guy off, and we're going to take our Ziploc bag, and we'll put this guy in the Ziploc bag. After that, I'm going to take tire shine. You don't have to use tire shine. Personally, that's what I like to use the best. You can use other things like Armor All, hand lotion, cooking oil, anything that's not a petroleum-based oil can be used to condition and or clean your rubber chainmail. I like to use tire shine because, well, it's meant for tires. It's meant to be used and abused, so I know it's going to last a long time. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take my tire shine and I'm going to give it about 3 or 4 sprays into the bag. We'll close the bag up. Okay, I'm going to squeeze most of the air, not all the air, but most of the air out of the bag. And then I'm going to rub it in my hands, kind of like you're warming up your hands in the winter, okay? Now, what you want to do, you want to make sure that you get all that tire shine and all that oil all over the rubber rings. As much coverage as you can. The more of the rubber rings that you cover with this oil, the better off you're going to be. So just rub away and just make sure that you're getting as much of it covered as possible. When we're here, we're going to go wash it off. And when we wash it off, we're going to make sure that we get the hottest water that we possibly can. Okay? If we use the hottest water we can, it's not only going to rinse off all the tire shine, it's going to actually open up all the pores of the rubber rings. Okay? And when it opens up all the pores of the rubber rings, this tire shine is no longer some surface cosmetic. It doesn't just make it look pretty. When it opens up the pores, it allows that tire shine to seep into the ring, which actually makes it better. It allows it to stretch more. It's a softer rubber. Okay? So it more so conditions your rubber rings, which is going to allow for your chainmail to be worn a lot more without breaking. Okay, so you don't really have to worry about it breaking if you wash it correctly in, we'll say, scalding hot water. But make sure you don't burn your hands though. But we'll be back, and I'll go wash this guy off. Alright, we're back. I just got done washing our interwoven 4-in-1 bracelet in the hottest water my hands could handle. I also used a little bit of Dawn soap just to make sure there was no additional oily residue left on the rings. So all that's left is just to dry this guy, and we're ready to wear it. So just give it a couple wraps on a towel and then just rub it against the towel for a little bit. Make sure that there's no water on the inside of the weave. And then we're ready to go. Make sure, like I said before, that it's totally dry. Otherwise, if you let the tire shine dry by the air, it's going to feel a little slimy. So make sure the towel gets it completely dry. And the only thing left is to talk about how to store your rubber chainmail. 2 things you want to remember when storing your chainmail. Keep it in a Ziploc bag and keep that bag out of direct sunlight. If you do both those things, you'll be able to wear your rubber chainmail for years to come.